Hello again. I'm finally back from my trip from Oklahoma. It was a great experience working with my job, but it's very good to be back with my family, especially in time and thanks for Thanksgiving and Christmas too. So I'm excited to talk about that. I'm more excited to talk about this lesson that I've learned. Now, it's the most recent one. It's actually a very big lesson that I've learned, so it's the one reason why I chose it. But last year, before I got my job at Intimidator in Batesville, I was working for a company in Flippin. Now, before I got this job in Flippin, a lot of things had happened with my previous job. I was working there for 8+ years. I was a supervisor at one point. I could do every machine in the shop. I could weld everything that they possibly could be making. And a lot of my stuff was always chosen to go put on shows to get more customers to buy our product and get more revenue and business for the company. Well, after about 8 years, eight and some change, it was actually very close to my 9 years. They laid off a bunch of people, and my name was the first one on the list, and that really hurt. I took a lot of that pain over to my next job, and the commute back and forth didn't really bring the best out in me. Traffic was keeping me from my family, and I was very resentful from the last job that was keeping me from my family, not from traffic, but from work hours. And a lot of aggression kind of just pent up inside me, and I would just explode at little things. And the biggest thing that I exploded at is I was driving home from work one day, and it was a particularly bad day. I had messed up a couple things. I was still learning. I was new at the job, and I was driving home, and I was, going a little bit faster than traffic. I have an hour commute. I was at that job, so I was doing what shouldn't have, and people were getting in front of me, and they were cutting me off, and they were slowing me down. I was just getting really pent up and frustrated and aggravated, and a little rage was peeking out. And I come up behind this red Subaru, and there was nobody in front of this person, and they were in the fast lane, and they brake checked me. Well, that flicked the switch. I saw red, and as soon as they brake checked me, I went around the turn lane, and I got in front of this person, and I brake checked them. Everything happened so fast, this other person didn't see anything, and they rear-ended me. Boom. Needless to say, my insurance didn't pay for anything. The person was upset. I was upset. The police officer that was behind both of us, who caught everything on camera, he was a bit upset. And the thing that I learned that day is it doesn't matter if you're having a bad day. It doesn't matter if you're having a bad year. If you let that rage and that aggression pent up, you're going to do something that is really stupid and can cost you a lot of money. And I've just recently paid off everything. There's no pending case. Everything worked out great. The person is understanding. They understand that, bad stuff happens. I paid for their car. I still have the damage on my car, but I plan on getting it fixed. And I'm looking forward to seeing you for the last video for this semester.